first thing we're going to do is take our ball of dough. You can either come in from the bowl that's been sitting in overnight, or I have a bag here, part of the dough that this dough has risen overnight. So it's probably still cold. And what I'm going to do is just sort of put it on the surface, and then I'm going to sort of grab it and turn it into a ball just by turning the edges under. So I'm using my left hand to just turn the edge under, kind of like a mushroom cap. And then once I've got it sort of round, put it down, and then I'm just going to use my hands to pull from the back. I'm not going to roll it, I'm just going to pull it. And what that's going to do is it's going to pull the tension on this dough, and it's going to form sort of a ball. And I just rotate it maybe about 1/8 of the way each time. Do this about 8 times until I've got a nice ball, and you'll see underneath pretty much any of that folding has disappeared. And once I have that, this is going to sit for about half an hour or so. Basically lets the dough relax, lets the dough come up to room temperature. And so I'm just going to cover this and let this relax for about half an hour. I can also put it on my couche and let it relax there, or I can just keep it here and keep it covered, because I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to roll it again in a bit, and then we're going to. So this is going to be a country loaf, which has been rising for about 1.5 hours. You don't want to overproof it. If it overproofs, it's not going to get any oven rise, and it's going to wind up with sort of a dense crumb. So I've got it on the couche here, and I'm going to be transferring it over to this board. And if you pick it up, it tends to just sort of fall apart. So I'm going to quickly use my transfer board here, flop it over, and get it right back on that board so that it doesn't deflate in any way. So now that I've got it on my board, I'm going to sort of get it recombobulated a bit, sprinkle a little bit of aesthetic flour on it. This just makes it look pretty. There's no real function to it. And then I'm going to take my lamb, which is the very sharp razor blade here, and I'm going to score it, take it over to the oven, and put it in. So usually I score it right before I put it in the oven, and so that's what we're going to do here. So I'm just about to put it in the oven. I'm going to score it, and I sort of do a nice slash about 2/3 of the way over, and what's going to happen is it's going to rise up so that the score is in the middle of the loaf when I'm done. I hold the lamb at about a 45-degree angle so that the slash sort of acts like a furrow. It's like a plow blade, and that's going to give it that nice crisp slash later on. Then I'm going to spritz it right after I put it in. A couple little side slashes to help it expand. And then in the oven it goes. Spritz with water, very, very important. And then I pour about a cup of hot water in to get some nice steam, and set the timer for 20 minutes. At this point it'll bake for about 20 minutes. I'm going to turn it once at 10 minutes, and then I'm going to drop the temperature at 20 minutes and cook for another 20 minutes.